Hey guys, welcome to Punky's World. Okay, we had the meeting. We're going to kind of play it by ear. I'm going to send her my schedule with the surgeon so that she has that for my file. She said I 100% qualify for a PCA, which is different than Diane. So, I just have to go through my doctor and then my insurance will pay for it, which will help me get to appointments during the day, especially after this surgery, because I'm not going to be able to get on that bus with my neck in a hard brace. It's just not happening. So, ooh, that'll be good. Why do I have my foot up? It's already swollen. My ankle's a little bit swollen. On my right foot, of course. It's all on the right side. And I will mention that when I see her on Thursday. Tomorrow I go to my CPAP specialist, and I need to get my settings for the hospital unless they have me bring my own CPAP. Now, Diane had to when she had a surgery. It was like 20 years ago, and I don't know if they've changed since then. I know, like, for a long time, with my medications, I would have to bring my Ursodiol with me because the hospital pharmacy didn't stock it, which is crazy. I think they do now, though, because the last couple of times I haven't had to bring it. It's not a common drug. They'll tell me if I need to bring any of mine with me. Obviously, I'll have to bring my own rescue inhaler. So, which is fine. At least that's a hospital where they'll let me use my own rescue inhaler. So, maybe. I can't remember. I just remember being in Milford Hospital in the worst heat, and what was I gonna say? Having an asthma attack. They literally had to put a fan in my room because the AC wasn't keeping up. Many of the hospitals were canceling surgeries because the AC wasn't keeping up. And this was in 2011 when I had my hysterectomy. And the nurse came in because I couldn't find my inhaler anywhere. And the nurse came in. We had to take it out of here. It's not like you don't know how to use it, but I have to watch you use it. She said, we have an emergency room full of people like you at this moment. Right now. That's what she said. Because asthma does not like heat and humidity. And when I say heat and humidity, when I left that hospital the next day, I was wheeled out into a freaking furnace. A furnace. So yeah, not fun. So yeah, it's fun. Not. yeah. And here in New England, well, here in southern New England, or central New England, we have severe heat and humidity in the summer. And this was, I had my hysterectomy on July 22nd, and I came home on my mother's birthday, July 23rd. And yeah, that was not fun. I could have stayed 2 days, but I really didn't need to because I wasn't using the pain pump. I didn't like the way the medicine made me feel, and I wasn't really in that much pain. That was an easy surgery. I do mean easy, because it was done through the laparoscope. Anyway, yeah, they had an emergency room full of asthmatics that night because it was so freaking humid. There's no way to breathe kind of air, especially when you have asthma. So the nurse just thought it was silly that I couldn't just use my inhaler. I just stand here and supervise you when we have an emergency room full of people just like you. So, yeah, it was silly, but it was necessary. Anyway, I am going to enjoy this chicken. It's starting to smell good. And I'm gonna put some in bags, put it in the freezer, so it'll lay nice and flat in the freezer, and yeah, I have spaghetti sauces in there, so I'll have stuff, you know. I'd be scared. I have to admit that. And Don's supposed to be coming after my surgery, so that will be fun. Well, in a way. In a way, not so much. But in a way, it will be. So, and I will talk to her about the PCA services. That was the thing that she told me. I qualified for PCA services on top of Diane. So I need to talk to my physician, but I also need to talk to Dawn about finding someone who can do it. Because I really don't know anybody who can. I'd love to hire Bob next door. Unfortunately, Bob is like 78 years old and not looking for a job. He's a retired LPN. You know, with a zillion years experience, he would be perfect. And all he would have to do is take me to doctor's appointments. And certainly help with my recovery. But like I said, he's not interested, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And he's pretty much doing that job for his brother, so I'll have to come up with a different idea. But anyway, I will talk to Dawn. Dawn knows lots of people. So so that's the update. That's kind of exciting. It takes some pressure off of Diane too. So now we go to my aunt's annual meeting with the idiot on the 9th. That's not going to be fun. Well, actually, it won't be bad because neither one of us is going to say a word. We're just going to say, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You kind of learn to do that. So, that's what you do. when someone acts like an idiot, but is technically in control. You just go along with it to get along with it. So that's just my 2 cents on how you would do that. Excuse me. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Please consider hyping and subscribing. Thank you so much.